So, after 2 videos covering YouTuber Easter eggs in video games, I thought that would be it. Surely there couldn't be any more YouTuber Easter eggs left to cover, right? Well, join me today as we cover 11 more YouTuber Easter eggs found in video games. Now, the credit for this video has to go to you, as if it wasn't for your suggestions, then I wouldn't have known that some of these Easter eggs were even a thing. So continue to leave your recommendations in the comments for a chance to be featured in the credits of a future video. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Now, you can find some very familiar faces walking the streets of Internet Cafe Simulator 2. I'm sure that you're all aware that Vin Diesel is in the game, and he has the campest run known to man. But he's not alone. You can find Donald Trump, who seems to have spent the night with Princess Fiona from Shrek, a yellow Teletubby, and even this guy. So this is popular streamer XQC, and the in-game version of XQC is even wearing a t-shirt featuring the real XQC's face. When XQC found himself in-game, he was too stunned to speak. Now, in the last YouTuber Easter eggs video, we discovered a Let's Game It Out Easter egg in mining game Hydroneer. Well, it turns out that Let's Game It Out isn't the only YouTuber referenced in the game. This bridge looks like a pretty standard bridge. I mean, sure, it's not the sturdiest bridge I've ever seen, but it does the job. To be fair, it would be good to get the opinion of a real civil engineer, and thanks to this Easter egg, we can. So this bridge was rated 5.9 by YouTuber Real Civil Engineer, who has taken it upon himself to rate bridges in various games.
This is a nice bridge, so we're giving it a score of 6.9, meaning this bridge gets a score of 5.9 out of 10. Bridge review, that converts imperial to metric because I can't remember what score we're doing.
So here's some behind the scenes information. The next Easter egg that you were supposed to see here was the achievement hunter referencing Tower of Pimps in the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. Unfortunately, the tutorial has been updated since the Easter egg was discovered, and now the Tower of Pimps has been removed. Now, I tried downloading older title updates using my modded Xbox 360, but I couldn't find a way to record this Easter egg, which is really annoying. Still, being a person that just doesn't know when to quit, I did manage to record an Easter egg that referenced one of the original members of Achievement Hunter. During the Polite Society Valentine-style mission in Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur has to visit a hotel looking for Karen. Well, listen to the voice of the hotel owner.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm looking for a girl who came in here earlier with a drunk fella. Mid-20s, blonde. You'd remember her.
Yeah, they're in 2B upstairs. Are you, a friend of his?
A friend of hers.
So that was Jack Patillo, one of the OG members of Achievement Hunter, lending his voice to one of the best games ever made, which is quite the flex.
Hi, I am Jack Patillo, and for over 15 years I worked at Rooster Teeth Productions.
Speaking of Achievement Hunter, you can also find a reference to the gang in Hitman. On the Colorado level, if you wait by these guards for long enough, they will eventually say this.
Hey there. So here's something weird that I came across the other day.
Oh, really?
So apparently in Paris a while back, at some fashion show or something, there was this freak accident and over 70 people died. 70? You believe that? It was apparently due to a faulty electric cable near a puddle. But what freaks me out is, how can a puddle kill 70 people? That's insane. So it appeared that they're all lured to this electric puddle, drawn to it somehow, and then dead.
It's pretty messed up. We're living in strange times.
So the guards discuss an incident in Paris that saw a lot of people killed by an electrified puddle. This is a reference to the Things to Do in Hitman Puddle Pile video, where Gavin Free led loads of NPCs to their death via an electrified puddle.
It goes on.
Oh, and a little bonus Easter egg here. Another conversation that the guards can have is this.
Well, this time in a small Italian seaside town, I read about it on the internet too. So this one guy, this one crazy dude, just killed the whole town. I mean, can you imagine? So apparently he was wearing different disguises, like he was this freaking master of disguises. Some said he was Mossad, others a hired killer gone rogue. Hell, some say it never even happened, but that it was staged to cover up some hazardous environmental disaster.
Wow, that is insane.
So this is a reference to Big Mooney 06's legendary Kill Everyone challenges, and more specifically, his massacre of Sapienza. Now, unfortunately, not all YouTuber Easter eggs in games are as funny as a puddle pile. In Dying Light 2, you can find this. So this is a tribute to the YouTuber Bad Wolf Gaming, aka David Aycott, who sadly died of cancer in 2015. David was a huge Dying Light fan, and the last video that he uploaded on his channel was this.
I'm on Dying Light right now. I'm on Dying Light. That's all I want to play. I love it so much.
I'm sure that David would think that this Easter egg was awesome. Now, despite playing a whole bunch of scary games, I still get jump scared, even if I know it's coming. That's why when someone recommended an Easter egg from a game called Boogeyman, I wasn't looking forward to it. Well, luckily for me, this Easter egg can be found in the game's main menu. On one of the shelves, you can find this. So this board game stars Corey Kenshin, a pretty great YouTuber who hasn't uploaded in over a year. Corey was understandably excited when he found the board game for himself.
Oh! Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, look, it's a Corey Kenshin board game.
Up next is Postal Brain Damaged, with an Easter egg that references a meme that rose to fame in 2014. During Mission 4, you can use your shotgun to reach 2 levers on each side of the hall. Pulling both the levers will open a secret area, and reaching the secret area on any day other than Wednesday will cause this to happen.
Those moronic developers thought they could hide this from me?
So apart from the sound of a fart, nothing happens. However, if you go to this secret room on Wednesday, this will happen instead.
Those moronic developers thought they could hide this from me?
It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
So this room is a reference to Vine star turned YouTuber Jimmy Here, who posted this iconic video over 10 years ago.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
I must admit, it's pretty clever that this Easter egg only happens on a certain day of the week. Now, we've already covered one appearance of XQC in this video, and this next XQC cameo is even stranger. Convenient is a horror game that sees you tied up in a basement with next to no hope of escape. Of course, it wouldn't be much of a game if you were just chained to a radiator for hours on end, so you can start to make your way out of the basement. Of course, escaping isn't easy, unlike your mum. So you have to make sure that everything is back in its place when the kidnapper comes to check on you, otherwise this happens. Now, after finally leaving the basement, you might think that you would run as fast as you can and never look back. But what if you were to find a videotape marked XXX? Well, personally, I'm still running. But if you were that curious to find out what's on the tape, you can take it back to the basement and see for yourself. So this is XQC doing... well, I don't know what he's doing. But here is what happened when he discovered this Easter egg on stream.
What? What the f*** is that?
Now, not all YouTuber Easter eggs provoke the same emotions as a man rocking back and forth in his chair. Sometimes the Easter egg is a simple play on words that will make you say...
I understood that reference.
In Mortal Kombat 11, you can change the eye that Kano is wearing. These different eyes are named all manner of things, from I Destroy You, Mr. Dirty Deeds, and Your Boy Lights Up, which are all great names. But there is one eye called Jack's Epic Eye, which is of course a reference to Jacksepticeye. Eye. Like I said, this isn't an Easter egg that's going to wow anyone, but it's still pretty cool. Now, the Fears to Fathom games are some of the scariest games that you can play. Don't let the low quality, blurry visuals fool you. The game has a way of making simple tasks like making a coffee absolutely terrifying. Now, early on in the recently released Fears to Fathom Woodbury Getaway, you make a pit stop at a pizza place, where if you listen to the news, you can hear a very familiar voice.
This just in. Reports of a strong snowstorm coming towards Woodbury tonight. Residents are recommended to stay indoors and keep warm during this time. Let's check in with our field reporter. How's the weather out there, Phil?
Oh, it's so cold out here, I can't feel my hands, okay? Like, the studio should have really brought some snow gear instead of buying that new coffee machine.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You can have some coffee when you get back to the studio.
Jerry, you cannot be serious. You know my doctor said not to drink any caffeine.
Sounds like someone's having a bad day. Maybe you should cool off.
You little shit. Why can't you go out here and deal with the snow instead of me? I've been working here for 6 years and I never get to report somewhere nice.
Listen, Phil, I'm just clearly the better looking one. You can worry about where you'll report once you get that rhinoplasty.
Rhinoplasty? Why would I need rhinoplasty? My face looks perfectly fine.
You could also use some Botox while you're at it. Actually, maybe you should just work as a studio light engineer behind the camera. I think it would be a better field of work for you.
You only got your job because your sister works at the mixing board. You would have never been able to work here if it wasn't for her. I'd like to see you work the ENG sometime.
How dare you? I'm a certified news anchor.
Certified? Yeah, my ass, okay? You didn't do shit. How about I come by the studio and we settle this like men?
Oh yeah? Well, let's do it, punk. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
So the newscaster is larger-than-life streamer Queso, who found his appearance in the game hilarious.
This just in. Reports of a strong snowstorm coming towards Woodbury tonight. Residents are recommended to stay indoors. And how's the weather out there, Phil?
So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. Even though we're 90,000 subscribers away, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button, as reaching 1 million subs making Easter egg videos would be pretty cool. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.